am thrilled to have as my guest Betsy Nyland. Up front, I knew your mom, Marianne Wassel, who died this spring of cancer, breast cancer, after fighting it valiantly. She was extraordinary, as are you, and you are continuing her Get in Touch Foundation and moving it forward. So let's show a picture of your mom just a second, because she grew up in Milford. She was a soap opera star, a police officer, a model. She founded Get in Touch, and she was an amazing individual. People around the state of Connecticut and around the world know your mom because she never let cancer get her down. In her words, she chose joy. Describe your mom to me.
Oh my gosh, the most positive person you'd ever meet. I mean, you'd walk into a room and you'd immediately gravitate towards her. Just her energy and her joy. I think that's the perfect word to describe her, joy. Everything was about everybody else. She wanted to make everyone happy, and she started the Get in Touch Foundation because she wanted to educate girls all around the world for free. So, I mean, she had breast cancer, but she was thinking about everyone else and what she could do to educate everyone else on being comfortable with their bodies and knowing what their baseline was, what was normal and healthy for them.
Just going back and talking about her cancer, she did everything she could to fight it. It reoccurred. Even through the reoccurrence, she continued with her foundation. And what she did, which I thought was so brilliant, was develop this daisy wheel, which was developed in Connecticut. And it's a breast health foundation.
Breast health.
As you go around this wheel, and as you, I mean, she's handed out how many of these? Thousands?
Yes.
Do you know? Do you know how many? In 52 countries, right?
Yeah, so we're in all 50 states, and we're in all 50 states, 34 countries, and we actually have an app that's available on the iTunes App Store, and that's in 84 countries. So there's a demand for it.
And what happens on that wheel when you go through it?
So there are 8 tips on how to do a breast self-exam. And this is our program, so we call this the Girls Program. So we provide this free to schools all around the world. So school nurses and health educators can go to our website and they can give us their address and how many daisy wheels they would like, and we will ship them right to their school for free. For free, which is exactly what my mom wanted it to be. And with that, girls become their own health advocates, and they learn how to do a breast self-exam. They become comfortable at an early age talking about their breasts and their breast health. So we recommend grades 5 through 12.
As I sit here looking at you, you look so much like your mom. When did the pink hair start?
So the pink hair actually started in January, so a few months ago. And my mom was really sick at the time, and we were home, and we would always talk about how, I wish we had pink hair, and she had a pink wig, and she was bald at the time. And I was getting my hair cut, and as I was running out the door, I went back to her and I said, Mom, what do you think about me dyeing my hair pink? And she said, Betsy, do it. Imagine the girls you will touch when you walk into a classroom and you teach these girls how to do breast self-exams. If you have pink hair, can you imagine their reaction? So I ran off, dyed my hair pink, and it's been pink ever since.
And I should say, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And you represent all those people who are fighting breast cancer, because pink is the color that we all know. I had a sister who fought it, a cousin who fought it, and so thank you for doing that. I want to brag about you a little bit now, because let's go to the Guess Watch ad. This is really beautiful. Describe how this happened.
So in 2014, Guess Watches wanted to partner with us with their sparkling pink Guess Watch. And through that, 10% of the proceeds of the sales of that watch would go to the Get in Touch Foundation. And for the last 3 years, they've made a watch and they've donated proceeds to us. So this year, we're really excited because they are making a unisex watch and inviting men to
Which
join
is this
the
one
cause.
right here,
Yes,
right?
so that's the sporting pink watch.
And this is for guys, and it's got a pink hand, which I love. And then this is for the gals. So
And
this
that's
is
the sparkling pink.
And this is the 3rd incarnation of this, you said,
Yes,
for the last 3 years.
For the Get in Touch Foundation.
How
yes.
is it that your mom got Guess on board with this?
So
With her appeal, she just walked in the door and said, "Hey guys, you wanna
no,
do this?"
actually, Guess came to us. There was because they're actually located. Sequel is located in South Norwalk, so they're in the area, and the Get in Touch Foundation is in the area, and obviously my mom had a huge personality and presence that could not be ignored, and they thought our mission was very appealing to them.
You have a sister, Mary, and a
Yes.
brother, Eddie. What did she impart to you? Because she does a Pretty in Pink luncheon, or did one every year with the Get in
Yes.
Touch Foundation. And I remember her saying, "I'm going to die, and so are you. And what are you going to do with your life?" I'll never forget that. What did she impart to you kids? What did she teach you along the way?
I mean, we honestly choose joy every day. So she loved to say, choose joy. So this summer, my siblings, the three of us, we took a trip out to Montana and the Grand Canyon, and then out through California. And every single day, it was for 4 weeks that we were together. And every day we said to ourselves, choose joy. And the trip was in honor of my mom, and it was really great to be close with them in that way for such a long period of time. We have crazy hectic lives, especially, you know, right after my mom had passed away. It was just a very difficult, busy time. So to have that time was pretty awesome. And I think that trip was just a huge statement and choosing joy.
Where do you plan to take this foundation? And maybe you don't even know, because you took it on as president. Was that something in the cards that you were going to do after you graduated from college, or did it just sort of happen?
I think it all organically happened and fell into place. I was graduating from Southern Connecticut State University with my master's in women's studies in May, and when my mom passed away in April, it organically fell into place. For the months prior, when my mom was really sick, she trained me and really told me and taught me everything that I needed to know moving forward, because she was getting too sick to work, and so I would take on some of her tasks. And I think that my story and my perspective is different than hers. So I think that's useful, because Get in Touch Foundation is my mom. And now it's, it has my perspective and my voice. So I am actually stepping into her shoes, literally, because I am the same size as her too.
And she used to post on Facebook her shoes as she was getting her chemo.
Yes.
And she knew she would never be chemo free. She was constantly in the room with other women, imparting her joy and her laughter. And Betsy, I just can't think of a better person to push Get in Touch further than you and your sister and your brother. And thank you for continuing to talk about this, because everybody's fighting some type of cancer in their family, and you are championing all of this. So thank you so much. Let us know what we can do to help you as you move forward.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you.
Suits when one listen. Who's this girl? Spend all night kissing, and the bubbles right here. Then who else is missing? Got a little sidetracked if I'm a wishing to find the keys to the door, but it's also a metaphor. Need to keep locked in the grocery store of my mind, just to save time. Skip right ahead to the last ride. The harder we look, the less we can see. Don't you know, you know, you know that you need me.